And what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Fontaine, VIPSLOVO.com. And we're back on another one, this time checking out the new OVO HD Sound Kit. Now this kit right here is a triple threat because it has massive presets, Kontakt presets, as well as the wave format. So all you MPC users, all you hardware device users, yes, this product will work on your hardware device. All right, so a lot of sound samples and instruments in here are inspired by Drake. And of course, the famous Noah for the Shebib. So right here is the kit. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features of the kit. As you can see right here, we also have the Kontakt version, which is powered by Kontakt. We got the HD DVD studio quality on that, and this is 32 and 64-bit OS compatible, as well as AAX. Oh, also it's pre-tagged and filtered for Machine. As you see right here, here's some of the features in the kit. These are some of the instruments for Kontakt as well as the wave. So if you're not using Kontakt, you can take these wave files and still use them in your sample of choice. You can pitch them up, pitch them down. In Machine, you can spread them across the zone map, for example. You guys can take a look at that right quick. Here is the Kontakt expansion itself. Very attractive GUI. A lot of times producers were in a lab for a long time, sit behind those boards, and I think it's dope that we have an interface where it's very appealing to the eye, so when you're doing your work, you can get in there and take care of that. We'll get into that in a second. And here goes some more of the features. We also doing some massive presets for you massive users out there. We have some OVO inspired massive instruments in there, as you can see right here. So that makes life really easy when if you want to get in there. Let's say if you're a user, and you don't have Kontakt, you have the massive instruments here. You can use those along with your wave files and things like that. And of course, here's the infamous Machine, and we'll get into that. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of the instruments and presets. You can see right here, it comes with OVO Instruments 20 sound kits, guys. So that's a lot of sounds right there. You're getting 48 OVO kicks. You're getting kicks and 808s. You're getting 22 snares, 14 OVO bass frequencies. We have frequencies from 40, 50, 60, 70 kHz. So if you're trying to fine tune your mix, we have the 7 massive presets. Those are OVO inspired instruments. We have the Machine tagged and filter groups for that also. Matter of fact, all these sounds in here are pre-tagged and filtered for Machine. So that makes life really easy. That's really, really dope. Some of the instruments, we have the 100-shot synth, the block cell organ, as you see right, the block synth. We have some 808 instruments as well. So, for you 808 lovers out there, when you want to get in there, bang out some really dope bass lines. Synth plucks. We have dirty synth plucks. We got church bells. We got magician brass. Got to have the brass in there. We got some stabs, NBA stabs. A couple of digital, excuse me, a couple of digital pianos. We have another piano here, the Omega piano, the Omega synth, orchestral stab, owl feathers, swoop. We have a short Digi synth here, Sine, Chime, some more plucks here, some more stabs here, more synths here, and of course some more custom plucks. Some big brass, more orchestral, geared towards more orchestral big sound. Some bells, got to have some bells and trap music. Some snaps and some claps. We also added some some effects symbols, like some symbols like some weird effects on them. We were getting requests for that as well, and of course 27 hi-hat. So yeah, man, this is the complete package. We also have it in another format, like right here. If you want to get the total bundle, is $39.99, which to me is incredible. One thing, if you know about the VIP Sound Lab, we make sounds incredibly affordable. So you're getting Kontakt, you're getting massive as well as the wave files bundled for $39, which is incredible. Sometimes developers who make Kontakt instruments, they'll charge you 70, 80 bucks just for a Kontakt expansion by itself. So you have other options, in the drop down menu here. If you just want to just do the wave only, if you're like, hey, I don't use Kontakt, I don't have the full version, you still can get the wave and you can get the massive, and that's $24.99. So that's incredible by itself. So if you're just saying, hey, I don't use wave files and all that crap, and you're like, I just want to use Kontakt, I use Kontakt, a massive, you got Kontakt, a massive, and still save on that's only $29.99. So it's up to you. We try to make that really, really flexible. And we're also working on the site this year. We're going to make some changes on the site this year We're gonna change the ordering process. We're gonna update that so you guys can have a faster checkout experience. We're in the process of working on that now. We also did an update on the flash drive. We have a new 1 TB hard drive now, because to increase shipping times, we had it so the original flash drive that we had, we put 80% of the content on the drive, and we believe the rest is digital download links. So I guess we wanted to improve that area because a lot of producers want to have everything pre-tagged and filtered, plug and play, and all that good stuff. Which Machine, unfortunately, you have to scan content into Machine if you want to benefit the browser and browse with your sound. So the 128 GB version is real dope. We made it so you don't have to download anything additional. You just plug in a drive and you're good to go. And of course, the new 1 TB drive that we have right now is real dope because there's everything on there. Plus all the new stuff like this. The new stealth drum machine, we got that out. Haven't had time to do a video on that yet. Crate diggers, the 808 epicenter, the 808 banks, all that good stuff is on there. We've been making a lot of Kontakt expansions, and that drive is incredible because you get all the extra hard drive space. Because we've been having a lot of producers who've been hitting us up. They've been having hard drive failures, which is like really been shocking me when it comes to like Mac, stuff like that, and people are losing their files. One thing about our website, our links, they auto delete after a couple of days. It's just a security feature. We had some bad experiences with websites where they've been torrenting and sharing files and uploading on these like crazy websites. So it's a security feature, guys. That's why we do that. So that's why we made the flash drives. That's why we made the 1 TB hard drive. So you don't have to worry about losing files. Backing up your digital data is important. So with that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump into the kit itself, and let's check out some of the sounds. So let me go ahead and throw on my headphones right quick so I can hear this, and I'll preview some of the sounds in the kit. Kick, snare, 808, clean hi-hats, got hi-hat rolls in there for you guys, claps, all that good stuff. What I mean? So definitely that vintage hardware sound, the 808, the 606, the 909, those type instruments from hardware devices. I think that makes a very interesting blend. So as you can see right here under my group icon here, don't pay attention to all these. These are just other things that are in my library. But if I click on the OVO HD one here, okay, you can see right here, here's all the drum kits. Again, pre-tagged and filtered, very nice and neat. And here goes some of the instruments here again in the, the OVO Toronto theme. You'll notice like names like, Owl, Plucks, Claws, things of that nature, Toronto shots and bells, all that good stuff. Under the sample folder here, again, here is the kit itself, again, pre-tagged and filtered. Now, you're going to notice that there's going to be some duplicates that are in here, but don't worry about that. That's just mainly because if I go over here under the kit itself, as you can see right here, we have 20 HD drum kits here. Okay, these are machine group files. I know a lot of producers, they like to have group files to load their kits and when they're browsing through sounds and switching sounds and things of that nature. So we got these in here. So all these samples are pre-tagged and filtered. So when it comes to, let's say over here under the Kontakt expansion, for example, again, here's the Kontakt library. As you can see right here, it's pretty vast. I mean, you got synths, you got bells, you got 20 kits in a Kontakt format as well. You got brass, stabs, pianos, synths. I mean, you name it, it's in here. We even have some 808 instruments in there because I figured let's go ahead and do that. Even though we have it for massive as well, we have the massive instruments right here, and those are in group kits as well. and I'll get into that in a second. And here's some more presets here for massive and snaps, claps, snares. You know, you got your kicks, your 808s, you know, all that good stuff there. So let's see, one machine. Okay, for example, you'll notice that I have a drum beat here. So let's go ahead and all right, I have the beat like that, kind of slow tempo. I wanted to have like that little, you know, that down tempo type vibe. So again, this is a process. So what you hear is not complete, but I feel it gives you an idea to, you know, demo some of the sounds. And you're definitely going to have to turn on your monitors, you know, your subwoofers to get the low frequency response. So I'm going to pull up a massive instrument here. And again, this is in the style of, you know, Drake, you know, that OVO sound. Again, pre-tagged and filtered. Everything is pre-tagged and filtered when it comes to the master presets as well. We didn't, you know, we weren't lazy on that, you know, so everything's nice and neat. And now when it comes to YouTube, converting this sound quality to 48,000 KZ, I believe it is, it's not going to sound as good to you guys as it does here, because YouTube just does that. They dumb the quality down. Then you got like that generic I don't know, like a hiss vibe in there or something, because I'm using Camtasia Studio right now, so that could be a problem. It had its own way of recording, so the audio in here is not as supreme as it is out here. You know, I'm running this audio right now through a USB microphone right now, so I'm gonna put a demo on the site so you guys can hear that as well. But trust me on it, it bangs. But it still should, you know, play relatively well. So you're definitely going to have your subwoofers on. Hear that bass that is like so clean. Tight. So I can... You know, I like the way that bass line would sound. I might even record that. Record that. We're also going to check out some of the sounds, some of the instruments in Kontakt. I might just play around with that a little bit. You know, these are more bells. This instrument here is called Toronto bells. So again, I'm not trying to make a beat. I'm just trying to, you know, demo some of the sounds. So. You know, again, just demoing some of the sound. You know, if I'm off a little bit, you know, I'm just doing this live on the camera. So, you know, some interesting bells. You know, that's dope. All right, here goes the wild out stab. You know, that's dope. Let's check out the wild out synth. Dope. And you can get in here, you know, we have like some instruments, you notice like the skins are different. 9 times out of 10, most of the instruments will have more of a brown wood grain on the outside. The other ones will have more of a black wood grain. And what you can do is you can come in here to, let's say, the pitch and time. You want to adjust the octave, for example. You know, if you want to come in there and freak that out. And then in the script, on some of them, I think we have like portamentos on there. So this portamento is doing a legato. So that's why it's playing like that. It's using the glide feature, so I can turn that off. Go back over here. This is the unisono portamento. This is something that's more or less stock. You can get inside Data Instruments, and you know, 9 times out of 10 people use it for 808s and things of that nature for your glide. The pitch, on the other hand, this is something different. This is more, you know, sculpting your sound. You know what I mean? You notice a big difference when that glide is off. You know, you can have a little more control. You know, then you got like your semi-tunes, you know, if you want to. Sense, and you know, if you want to fine tune them and get in there, adjust your octave range and all that, you got all that good stuff there. And you also have effects on here, like we have tape saturation, for example. Which does make a big difference, because the way we have this constructed, okay, like if I turn all this off, for example, you notice the sound quality is dumbed down a little bit. You know, plenty of headroom in there. And I could turn that up. You see that? Maxed out. So there's plenty of headroom in there. You know, if there's a producer out there who's wanting to do other things with the sounds without feeling like, okay, they're locked into one certain element. Nah, you can still come in here and add your, your EQs, your bass, your reverbs and all that good stuff. You don't have to use what we have built in here, but during our sound design, we just felt this was something that sounded good. So we added, the stereo width, for example. Add a little tape saturation. Just a pitch on that. All right, let's go ahead and check out the OVO Bass 68Z. This is more like a bass module, for producers who want to get in there and, sculpt their bass sound. Because what we did was we put different frequencies. We have the 48Z frequency, we put the 50, the 60, we put the 70, the 80, and I think 80 is high as we took it. So for producers who's using keynotes and they want their bass frequencies in certain frequencies and keys, this is a big help, because we have the different frequencies that's in there, that's in the kit. So so if you want to get in there and all right, we'll check out some of the OVO big brass. So that's pretty much it, man. We're running long. We're running into some overtime on here. So again, you have everything you need for music production. You have the WAV files, you have the master presets, you have your Kontakt version, so depending on what type of producer you are and what you're looking for, this is a premium package to get your production done. So that's pretty much it. It's your boy Fontaine, VIPSL OVO.com, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.